A massive hijack in football as Geovany Quenda has turned away from Manchester to London. Chelsea has secured the 17-year-old player who has been deeply linked with Manchester United. Guys, is that a scare, or should we feel okay and come about it because we've got youngsters coming up? I've got a lot to talk about United today. Marcus Rashford as well has been recalled into the England national team. He's still a Man United player. He has scored the most goals in a single season in the past years for Man United. He is still a boy. He's a product of Man United. Can he have another opportunity into this Man United team should it go well for him on loan at Aston Villa, but also now that he's back in Thomas Tuchel's England national football team? I'm going to pick your mind on that as I give you my opinion about it. Let's get proper into it. Subscribe to the United of Sport, and beautiful day. I feel so energized, guys, after that Man United performance against Real Sociedad. The quality of the game for me, from the moment Man United conceded up to the last minute, that is United. We've not seen Man United so consistent in a single game like that, and we saw it. We had glimpses of it against Arsenal, but we weren't sure we would see the same thing against a lesser opposition in Real Sociedad. But these boys gave us that and more. Every player in the Man United team stepped up their game. From the goalkeeper, Andrew Onana, he was playing mature football, making no mistakes, being serious. You go to the entire back line. Marcus Delete had a comfortable game. I love how I see Mazraoui getting ahead more now, because Mazraoui is a natural. He's playing without pressure now. He's so confident. He's not trying to prove anything. He's enjoying his football, and you see it. He's even getting himself into good places to score or to even create. He showed it against Arsenal. He did against Real Sociedad again. Patrick Dogu on the left wing with Aiden Heaven behind him are proving to us that they can be a match made in heaven. Dogu just needs to improve a little on his final delivery, but he's opening up the game. Ruben Amorim is becoming more flexible. The team looks good with them, looks more free now. There is a bit of freedom among the players. They look like they're enjoying themselves. Look at Garnacho. Casemiro, Amorim admitted himself that he now has a better understanding of his players and how he needs to get the best out of them. We've seen the best out of Casemiro in recent games against Arsenal and again against Real Sociedad. And Amorim comes out and says, you know what, Casemiro, I was wrong to demand him to press like the young players because he can't, but if I use him differently, with less demands of pressing, he can give me more. And that's what he has done against Arsenal. You look at Alejandro Garnacho, being tricked now, put to the right, the freedom he's enjoying, looking good. Amorim is impressed. So things are changing. So we might not really want to panic to go into signings because the money is not there anyway. Sir Jim Ratcliffe just explained how Man United has got to pay 89 million for players who are almost not playing for United, for Sancho, for Antony and the likes. They are still paying for them 89 million. Imagine with the issues they have got now to pay that in the summer before signing any other new player. So if they can work with what they have, Amad Diallo returns to Man United, play him as a right wing back. Antony is doing well at loan in Real Madrid, rather in Real Betis rather. While he's facing teams like Real Madrid and Barcelona, he's being tested and he's performing against them. So meaning there is a footballer in there. Antony is only 24. Bring him back to be the backup right wing back for Amad. Amad is right wing back. Garnacho is playing as a 10 on the right. Then you have Kobe Maino will be returning. Definitely he will step up his game as well. He will return in a better team. He proved to be a decent number 10. We've got Mason Mount coming back, good in pressing. We've got Chido Obi coming up. Rasmus Højlund is picking up in terms of his performance. We saw it. Clearly we see he's just one move away from a goal. We're seeing every player is stepping up. So maybe before we panic about Quenda not joining Man United and making the U-turn, perhaps we should be looking at it on the flip side and say, do we really need to spend 50 million euros on Quenda? Do you get what I'm saying? We have kids like Toby Collier consistently coming on and showing what they can do. People are happy. Man United looks exciting to watch right now. So before we rush into signings, maybe we need to first give it a little bit of time. After all, the season is ending. We've got so many kids in the academy. We are rebuilding a club as they sort the financial issues that Sir Jim Ratcliffe clearly explained in that interview with Gary Neville. If you didn't watch it, he explained the financial situation of Man United, and honestly, you feel for them. They don't need to sign new players if they don't have to. Let's give it time and work on the process humbly, with humility, understand the situation of the club. So for me, I won't panic. I won't panic about this whole Quenda situation. I know people have been sending me inboxes, telling me, Webb, what is this? What is Sir Jim Ineos doing? They're attacking now. But you'd only do that if you're blind to the facts. But the facts do not look good on Man United. So for me, I will say it. Bye-bye, Quenda. Go to London. Enjoy London. Join Chelsea. He will join in 2026. But yeah, it's okay. We'll still handle. Then Marcus Rashford is the other talk of the day. Marcus Rashford being called by Thomas Tuchel in the England national team to prepare for their upcoming game in the international break against Albania, and of course the second bout. Rashford has clearly stepped up Aston Villa. If there is one thing Rashford has done, he has stepped up the levels of the entire Aston Villa team. If you've got them here, clearly showed them why he's a Man United player. In months, he stepped them up to this level. So Aston Villa now the players are all challenged to perform at the level of Rashford. I'll tell you this, clearly, we all know the talent Rashford has got. Aston Villa had no player at his level. He had just fallen off at Man United, but he's still that good. He has shown us that, and that's why Thomas Tuchel has jumped on the first opportunity to bring him in. He was probably looking at him and saying, goodness, how can this boy get back into performing ways so that I have reason to summon him? Because he knows Rashford has got some good special attributes about him, given. So I would understand if some of you feel Rashford should be brought back. But away from that, I think for me, he can move on. It's okay. I think he's still ahead of Man United. This Man United team is a work in progress. If Rashford at 27 keeps himself at Man United, even for his career, if he stays at Man United, he will end up a bit like Bruno. He will be frustrated in 3 years. He will feel, because that will be his best probably, but playing in a team that's rebuilding, he's not competing for titles, for him, it won't be exactly good. But also, the story can change. He has moved on. He can go on. So for me, Rashford, yes, performing well, you'll love to see it. I think the only celebration for we as Man United supporters should be that now, with him performing like that, Aston Villa could pay the 40 million, and we plan for that. We can take the money and trust Amorim to make good use of it. I mean, in any case, we saw what Dogu does. Patrick Dogu, expanding the pitch, showing options, can improve on his final ball, but trying to go for goal, taking shots at goal, daring, aggressive, energetic in tackles. So he has shown us the kind of signings Amorim can make, can be good. His first signing looks good on him. So let's trust him with the money to move on from Rashford, and let's also trust him with the current crop of youngsters that we have. I mean, I can go on and on and on about the good stuff about Man United. It's a good feeling for me, and I don't want to stop it because of this Quenda story. I've seen people who are beginning to lose it because of the Quenda story. But guys, of course, stay firm, be humble, be okay, be calm about it. You've seen what the team looks like. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has a proper plan. He has explained it. For me, I'm enjoying the ride. Sit back, fasten your seatbelt. Just enjoy the ride, because it's looking good, isn't it? Subscribe to the United Sport, and I'll catch you later, fam. I love Man United.